Okay, Diane, you wanted a garden tour. Here we go. So we've got the elephant here, which is doing quite well. It's 3 years old. If it went in a bigger pot, I'm sure it would get bigger. If I watered it more, it would probably get bigger. Maybe next year. And then we have this really cool sedum. And a little tiny tomato that never left its can because I ran out of soil and the ability to get soil upstairs. And there's my spider plant. It's very happy out here. I hope it is okay going back in again next year. And here I have this really pretty little Happy Jack clematis, which will continue to grow. It's being a little overtaken by the pineapple sage, which didn't get as big this year because I just failed to fertilize on a regular basis. It was sort of a rough year, as some of you know. However, the sweet potato vine is just epic. It covers this ugly planter that I don't like. Look at how lush it is. It's even crawling and going out over through the rail on the deck so I can see it when I park. Same thing with the green one. I'm not sure what is eating this. I wish I knew. It's probably, my guess would be earwigs. Put some petunias in here. They're not doing very well because they're crowded out by everything else. And I have budworms, which I haven't sprayed for. This poor little hydrangea is still struggling. I need to come out and cut that bloom off. Bigger pot next year. That is the best basil. That's the Proven Winners Amazel basil. This stuff is just, it's what it says. It's amazing. It comes and grows, and it's so tasty. And under there, it's my rose bush, which has got another blossom on it. And once you have grown morning glories once, you'll have them for the rest of your life. I grew them once. I've had them for 20 years now. But that's okay. And there's some sweet peas intertwined in there. And here are my echinaceas. This happy little bumblebee bee. It's about 85 out today so far. It's very humid, but there's a lovely breeze. So I'm not going to complain because I have electricity. There it is. Look at that cute little volunteer sunflower. I'm going to have to cut it and bring it in so that the squirrels don't get it, or the yellow finches. But the yellow finches likely aren't going to get it. I haven't fed the birds in a few days. And this will have the most beautiful purple berries on it. I can't think what it's called right now. I even looked at that this morning online. We have some garden sculpture. Some tomatoes. If the squirrels don't get them. Just a little bit of everything. This is purple, or that pink milkweed, Alscepia. I saw all sorts of monarchs this morning before the sun came out. It just came out. So in here I've got some sort of a hydrangea. There's a better view of a fresh bloom area. And this is a Mexican lime fuchsia. Salvia, excuse me, yes. So it's got purple flowers in bright lime pink stamen, and they will bloom in the fall, so probably another month, all the way to frost, just like the pineapple sage, which will be red. I didn't know that when I bought this other one, though. Oh, there's some bacopa that will bloom this coming year. And some tomatoes that did not fare well in the storm, but are still trying to do their thing. Here's my big arborescens hydrangea. It's almost done. It's time to come out and cut everybody back. And this is a volunteer salvia from last year, I believe. And here's another hydrangea. I think I'm a little hydrangea heavy. What do you say? Might be a problem? Nah. I love my hydrangeas. Look at that. The blossoms are a little small, but there again, like I said, I didn't fertilize very well this year. It was a tough June. Over here, I have another, I'm going to guess it's a Happy Jack. Clematis. This little purple guy's been going all spring. It was, I saved it from Agway. It was in their $5 pile a few years ago. So I got it and I love it. My Nephophia, my yellow poker plant. It's awesome. I need to deadhead it and to encourage some new blooms because where is it? There it is. That's what they look like when they start out. And they're really cool. I really like them. And here's another annual salvia. It's more of a blue than the other purple. I like it. This is the only proven winners coleus I got. I'm so happy. I got two of them. So there's one here and there's one behind me. There's some more Amazel basil. It got shuffled over. It's in this shade now, but it will not be in the shade for long. And there's my beauty berry. Oh no, the other one was the beauty berry. This is the pearl glam. So this is going to have big pink berries on it. I love it. It's so awesome. And then I got a little more coleus. It was not a good year. I didn't get any of the annuals I wanted because I wasn't willing to go out in the pandemic. This is a gorgeous, absolutely exquisite, what is this called? I can't remember now that I have to think of what it is. Anyway, Steph gave it to me. She dug it up at her house a couple of years ago. It has gone crazy. It'll bloom pink. Can you see all of the critters just buzzing around? They're everywhere on the limelight. No, it's a limelight. It's crazy. And there were snapdragons in there, but the hydrangea grew over it, kind of crowded them out, and then the Sweet Caroline potato vine took it over. Excuse me. So on this side, which is right in front of the slider, which if you could see through the screen and the doors, my chair is directly in front of that. So I look out and this is the view I get. I have some, this is tropical Alscepia, also known as milkweed, the tropical milkweed. I love it because it just keeps going, unlike the native stuff, which blooms and then stops. This blooms and keeps blooming and keeps blooming. It's very cool. And some more fuchsia salvias and a purple salvia, and another one of those lime ones that's gonna bloom purple on lime green pistils, I guess. Don't ask me, I don't remember. And that's sort of a look of the garden midway down the deck. Oh yeah, here's my bird bath. I get to watch the birds take baths in it. It's great. Yeah, look at all those little bugs buzzing around me. It's awesome. And up there is my Zephrine rose, which went over during the storm like everything else. It's doing okay. I need a heavier trellis for it. I think actually I'm going to change the way I do this, and I'm going to train it so it grows up over the door like this. And then I'll probably get another one and do the same. So I'm going to have to get some sort of a trellis, like a wire or a, metal sort of trellis for it that'll mount with brackets on either side and go across there. That's my thinking anyway. And that'll be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Oh, I can't even. And down in there, there's some other stuff. I planted some Vista white petunias, and everything was doing fine until we had the big storm. My osteospermums were coming back. They didn't take it well. I have no idea what this giant thing is. It's some sort of a sunflower. It got really musty and moldy. It's the first time I've ever had that on this plant, but it was a wet spring, and then it's been a dry summer. Because we got the storm, we got all wind and no rain. My tomatoes, obviously, they're over, but they're producing like crazy. Look, there's the long shot. How cool is that? I love my garden. And then when we go around the corner over here, you can see where the squirrels have been picking my tomatoes. And they just sample a little bit and leave the rest behind. Rat bastards. Here's my spruce. It has a volunteer milkweed plant growing out of it, so I leave it. Look at the size of that bumblebee bee. Like, holy crap, holy, it's huge. So, and then, hello, honeybee. Just got buzzed by that big bumbler. And this is a third one of those salvia plants that will bloom. It's called Mexican Sage Limelight. There we go. Tomato. My purple fountain grass. It's pretty fountainy. I have my garlic in here, and also there is a volunteer ground cherry because you plant them once and they volunteer forever, kind of like the morning glories. And my jalapeno pepper, which fell off and its container broke, so I plopped it into this other one. I need to get some soil to put in around it, but it seems to be doing all right. I think I'm going to make some poppers tonight for dinner. A little fresh popper. And here is the cutest ever little butterfly bush. This sucker just grows and grows, and it's a rebloomer. So it's been at it since the spring. I have to deadhead it, but it's awesome. Here's another hydrangea. It comes out with this really cool pink bloom that's lime colored in the middle. And then it ages out to beautiful, like deep pink. And then when you cut them, they dry into a nice brown. And this is where it gets a little hairy and messy because that corner of the deck, as we all know, has no support and is dangling in the air. So I can't really walk over there too far. So more milkweed. This was white, which is really beautiful. And I'm going to collect the pods because I've never seen white before, and it was a volunteer, so I'm all about it. More tomatoes. Hello, lover. You're going to make some yummy sauce. If I can beat the squirrels. But check out these teddy bear sunflowers. Tell me that isn't the coolest thing ever. That's the one that either the squirrel or the birds got to. But, oh my God, they're just so cute. I love them. And I had all these orange cosmos. They're very cool looking. So, but that's about it. Oh, and there's that floor. I have had that cactus since it was half the size of one of the big outgrowths, and then it got too close to the pellet stove a number of years ago and burned the whole side, and the burn part just peeled off, and I brought it outside and it just sprouted more giant arms. Crazy, right? And my aloe. We're not going to talk about the aloe. So, that's about the size of it. It's still really messy out here from the storm. Some cosmos that fell over but still bloomed, which I love about cosmos. And then that's about it. One more look around the corner. It's my secret garden. Uh-huh. And the not-so-secret squirrel that I just heard coming up. Stinker. Everybody enjoy your day.